Today we are talking Chanel. So grab some coffee, grab some tea, and let's just sit down and talk about Chanel for a moment. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny. I do love luxury. I love handbags. I love anything and everything that just speaks to me. And you guys know on this channel, we do unboxings, hauls, comparisons. But to be honest, I've never really done like a bag collection video just because, I don't know, actually, I just never really had that on my list. I know there's been a couple of requests. I thought I'd break it down to, not that I have a ton of bag or anything like that, but I just feel like it's more organized, or I break it down to different fashion houses. So I thought we could talk about Chanel today. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, please check me out. I love posting about things that I personally have in my collection, things that I just kind of makes me happy, and I would love to chat with you guys. If you guys ever have any questions or you want to share like bags and stuff that you guys pick up, feel free to DM me there. I love to talk about handbags. Today, like I mentioned, the video is going to be on my very, I would say, like pretty small Chanel collection. And here's a little backstory when it comes to Chanel. So when I've always loved handbags, even as like a kid. But I really loved luxury as I got a little bit older, and I really appreciated luxury altogether. But I would say like my starter bags were all Louis Vuitton. I just love Louis Vuitton. I still like Louis Vuitton. However, like I've shifted a little bit away from the brand just because the quality issues and things like that. And not to say I don't or I won't be picking up things from them, but I've definitely ventured out and found new loves when it comes to fashion houses. So you guys know I love Fendi, I love a lot of other brands, but Chanel being one. Now I know Chanel is, I would say, like the brand that everybody knows and probably the brand that most people love and collect. But I don't know, like I guess for me, like I wish I would have started a lot earlier, but I think when I first started, I just picked up Louis Vuitton bags. And I think part of that is because I felt like first of all, Chanel was more expensive, but looking back now, is obviously a lot less than what they are today. But secondly, I just felt like it was a little too like dressy, a little too elevated, I guess, for my casual style. I've always been pretty casual, so I just never really gravitated towards the brand, and it's a very unpopular opinion. Obviously now that I've grown more of a love for luxury and just for handbags altogether, I've grown a new love for Chanel, especially vintage pieces. Now, like I said, this is a very small collection, so it probably will go pretty fast. And most of the stuff I'm gonna share are vintage, just because, like, not to say I don't love some of the stuff that's in boutiques right now, but it's number one, hard to get. Number two, the prices are crazy in my opinion. And number three, like I just love like vintage bags altogether, but I especially love Chanel vintage. So here, starting off with my first bag, and this is, I would say this one I picked up in 2020, maybe like end of 2020, early 2021. And that is my Chanel 19. Now, when I saw this bag initially, I didn't necessarily love it that much. I felt like it was a little like, not very Chanel-ish. I mean, now it's a classic in the Chanel world, but back then I just, like when I initially saw it, I thought it was okay. I thought it would look I thought it was a little too poofy, a little too like odd, and I just wasn't sure about it. But as I saw this more and more, I kind of grew a love for it, and that's when I decided that I needed to have this one in my collection. And I actually really love this one because I have the lambskin. It's nice and squishy, and it is casual but semi-dressy, so it actually fits my style pretty well. And I love this back pocket. Now, when I picked this up, it was in the 4s, and I think now it's probably 5 or 6. So obviously it's increased a lot since then. I do think that if you are to get this bag, you definitely need an organizer. That's just my personal opinion, because number one, you want to keep the shape of the bag, but most importantly, you don't want it to look like too squishy, when you're wearing it. So I have a Zoomoni insert here, and I had this stuff because this was actually, I wasn't using this bag at the moment. It's a very simple bag. It's maroon inside. It has a little back pocket there, and we all know the Chanel 19 chain. So yeah, I would say I still, no regrets, really like this bag. I, to be honest, don't love the length of the chain, and I wish the chain was a little bit less like fussy, and I felt like there's like too much happening, and I still feel that way, but I don't regret the bag though. The bag itself, I really like. I love this top handle. I just, you know, like if I could redesign it myself, that would just be like the one thing I would change about it. But this bag is actually a lot more durable than I thought it would be. Again, like I don't really use my bags. I rotate them a lot, so I guess it might be different if you do wear this bag every single day. But I've worn it quite enough and there's been no wear and tear. So I do have like, I think like a 1-year review on this bag. If you guys are interested, I'll drop that below. But yeah, first one is my Chanel. Second bag is a vintage piece I picked up because in my heart, I wanted a classic flap. I mean, I still do, but you guys know I'm being pickier. So until I see the perfect one, I just will not be, you know, I don't want to jump and rush into anything. And this is the piece I want here. I want it in caviar. I want it to be vintage, 24 karat gold, medium size. So that's my ideal classic flap. And I know it's very basic, but I feel like you just need that in, if you're a bag lover, you just need it in your collection. So until I find the perfect one at a decent price, like I'm okay waiting. But yeah, I did pick up this one and absolutely love it. And that is this. And I have this actually stuffed, so let me take this out. So this one is a vintage, and I believe this is from the 80s, and this is oh, I don't even actually know. I think the name is like Bijou. Is it Bijou? Chanel Flat Bijou? I don't know, but basically it's like if a reissue and a classic flap had a baby, it would be this bag right here. If I can find the name, I'll drop it here. But I actually picked this up on a live sale that Hadrian did. So hi Hadrian, if you're watching. And I just knew when he shared this that this would be a good bag to kind of test out and also refresh. I wanted to make it like a trial bag to some degree because I really love the look and I wanted to wear it to see if I could use like a classic flap every single day. And this one is in a navy. So I was hesitant at first because, you know, wanted a black bag, but you know, like blue actually is a very neutral color too, as in like dark blue is almost like blue jeans, right? It kind of goes with everything. So yeah, I don't mind it at all. Like, yes, I like black bags, but I felt like this is still pretty good. So what I did is when I purchased it, it was still in really good condition, but I heard a lot of good things about leather surgeons, and I wanted to take it to leather surgeons or send it into them and see what they could do. So I didn't want to change anything about the bag. I didn't want it painted. I just wanted it cleaned and conditioned and kind of, you know, refreshed, right? So the side is still buttery soft. Obviously this bag is from the 80s. It's really like decades old. So the quilting is flat, but you know what? I don't mind. I kind of like the fact that this is flat, it's odd enough. And this is in a medium size. Obviously it's been loved, but in really great condition. There was some like discoloration because obviously the bag's from the 80s. So what I had leather surgeons do was repaint this in 24 karat gold. So it's like this beautiful shiny gold. And then the bijou, I think that's what it's called. Usually the strap just comes like this. So it's a very short strap and it's made to be like a shoulder. But you guys know, if you watch my channel, I just love a good crossbody. So I wanted to extend the chain so I could wear crossbody. So I had them keep the original chain, but I had them extend it out so it could be a crossbody, and then I had them re-dip it in the 24 karat gold. So that's why there's like, it's very shiny, and it's probably a little bit more shiny on camera, but the point of like anything 24 karat does originally look like this. When you wear it over time, it's gonna get a little bit more muted, but that's what this, and this is like, so like, it feels like gold. It's actually pretty heavy. But yeah, look, here's the CC, and there's a back pocket here. So again, this is not repainted. This has just been conditioned, cleaned, and then the chain is extended, but the inside still looks really good. And I've been using this bag. Let me show you the inside. It's really clean. It's just like the classic. It has two flaps here. I put my wallet over here. I put my stuff here, and I use the back to store like mirrors and things like that. So it's such a good bag. And after using this bag, I knew that I could get a classic flap because I actually wear this just casually. So I could just wear it, you know, like on the shoulder, like such, but also I could wear it as a crossbody. And this is how long, you can tell them how long you want the chain. I think my drop here is 17, and it hits me like right where I like it. So I actually think this looks perfect for what I want. So originally my idea was I would, you know, refresh the bag, give it a new life, and then find it a new home so I could actually get the actual classic flap. I got this bag back. I just like fell in love and I've been using it. So now it's going to stay in my collection, but so cute. It's such a it really started my love for vintage Chanel. And it has such a story, right? Because it's from the 80s. That's crazy. So yeah, love this one. Okay, so this third bag is a unique one. And I still think it's such a good bag, but I do regret getting it because I don't wear it and it just doesn't fit into my style. So it's a lesson learned. I mean, the bag itself is such a good bag, but I think it's too big. And I don't like the colors. I'm such a plain person. I feel like the colors don't match with my outfits. But if you're a collector out there or you love bags that are a little different, like you would love this bag. So I bought this from Luxury Promise. They're from the UK, and they're a consignment store, but they have really good stuff. And Winnie, the person that helped me, I actually looked long and hard for this bag because I saw another influencer with this bag, and I said to myself, I love the color, and I still love the color scheme. I love the pink. I love this like blue with the green and this cream. I just thought it was so cute. And look at the back. It has these 3 compartments. And when I saw it on her Instagram, I was like, I need that bag. So I reached out to Luxury Promise because I know the other person picked it up from Luxury Promise as well. And she lived in the UK. And I had reached out to them and I said, do you have this bag? So they helped me source it. Luckily, they found one. And then I had found like one more online, and I think it was on Gilt, but it was selling for like 5,000 USD, and that's just way too expensive for me for a fabric bag. But when I got this one, I got like way less than 5,000. I thought it was a good deal. I mean, I still think it's a good deal. I just really loved it, and I used it like probably once because I just realized it didn't really match much. I don't carry that much, but look how cute. The inside has compartments like this stuff right now. It has this back pocket, and the design comes in the inside too. And this whole part is like a lambskin, and the chain is silver and it has a lambskin going through too. So I don't know, you guys, like I regret it because I don't use it, but I still think it's such a pretty, like unique bag. And if you guys love Chanel and love vintage, this may be a bag that you guys love. I did feature her before in a live sale, just because, again, like I have limited space and I want to make sure I'm using all my bags, and the bags I'm not, I want to find them a good home because I don't want to just have things like sitting on the shelf collecting dust. And this one's been in the box. So I still have the original like Luxury Promise dust bag, box, authenticity card and everything. And again, like look at the back pocket. It's so cute, and the design goes inside too. So if anyone is interested, let me know. I can send more photos. There is like a little scuff like right over here. But again, like I bought it like this because you guys know, like if it were my original bags, it would never have anything on it because I tried my best to take care of them. But unfortunately, this one does. But you know, like I am letting this one go for a really good price, way less than I purchased it for. If you guys are interested, DM me on Instagram or drop me a comment. But yeah, I'm definitely looking for a good home for her, and I can send you more info. But nonetheless, it's a really cute bag. And if I end up keeping it, I just need to figure out a way to style it better. Like I said, I do not have a very big Chanel collection, but my fourth bag is my recent bag. And if you guys follow me, I'm sure you guys know what it is. It's the Chanel Caviar Timeless CC in the large size. And you guys notice I cut the tag off. I purchased this one off Fashion File because she's a keeper and she's so gorgeous. It's just a little shoulder moment, and if you wanted to, you can actually add a strap here and make it a shoulder. Make it a crossbody. I probably will not actually do that because I feel like this is a little too big for a crossbody, and because there's a caviar pad right here for your shoulders, it actually sits really well. I just think it's such a classic piece. I love it so much. A few of you guys, after you saw my unboxing video, did let me know that you guys ordered one too. So if you guys get them in, want to send me photos, I'd love to see. But I just absolutely love this bag. This one will be in my collection because it is so basic but so simple, yet so I don't know, I feel like you could make it casual, but you can also dress it up. And sometimes when I don't want to use a bag that's a mini bag, I feel like this will be a good size. Now, although this is a large size, I still think it's probably more like medium, but yeah, you can actually fit a ton in here. If you guys actually want to see more details, now that I, have the bag, I can show you guys, because I didn't go into much detail when I first featured her. I can show you what fits inside and just really take you through the bag. So if you guys are interested in that, drop a comment. And I think that's it, you guys. I don't, like I said, there's only 4. I do have some SLGs and things like that, but we're just talking handbags today. So let me know in the comments below which bag out of these 4 is your favorite, and what Chanel bag do you have that you love, or maybe bag that you really want to add to your collection. Drop a comment below. I would love to know. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.